time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Ready to go?
This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Mavericks hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd.
This is the start of a brief homestand for them, but they may have a chance here, Kevin, to get some wins in front of their home fans before they head back out on the road.
And because you never know what's going to happen on that next road trip, it's much easier to control your own fate on a short homestand.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Williams attacking with the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Curry. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Here's Curry. Deron Williams picking up that last basket. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. There's the dish to Nowitzki. He feeds it to Parsons. Kicks to Williams. And it's Dallas with another.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Curry against Williams. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Thompson outside. On its way from Curry for 2. Curry with another miss.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Matthews. In the game against Chicago, very impressive.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
You remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Nowitzki a screen. Parsons dishes to Matthews. Pulls up on the wing. And it's sent back by Bogut. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And here is Green. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. But they get it back. They grab their own miss. That puts them in the lead. The Mavericks trailing. Williams with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Parsons, right side. The kick out to Williams. Dallas again missing. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Hornets. Curry against Williams. Green, the screen. On the wing, Thompson. Bogut, the pass to Green. Here's Curry. From the right block, the shot is good.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Outside Williams. The feed to Parsons. Pass to Nowitzki. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Dirk Nowitzki last season, I felt like the first time we saw real signs of wear and tear from all the years of him playing. His field goal percentage, points per game, rebounds, all off his career averages. And that said, though, he's still a crafty, dangerous guy to have to go up against.
Now here's Curry. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 5 now.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Williams against Curry. It's Williams with the drive. Matthews, no one around him. The three-pointer off the mark. Going back to Nowitzki, his value at this point of his career cannot be measured by stats alone.
Exactly, and that's what wasn't there last year, that great team of guys around him, because that's really when he's at his very best. He can still fill it up fast, and he's one of the smartest players in the league, too.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Curry against Williams. The 3. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Curry against Williams. It's Curry with the drive. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Curry against Williams. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Barnes. Finishes the break with a slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
6 to shoot. It's deflected. Williams dishes to Nowitzki. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Matthews left side. Nobody near Parsons. Sinks the 15-footer. Parsons got his first points of the night.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. To the paint. Here's Bogut. And stolen by Darren Williams. He dishes it to Pachulia. Pass to Parsons. He kicks it to Williams. And it's blocked by Curry. Green against Parsons. The pass to Curry. Can't get it to go. Good D by Williams.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
That doesn't go either for Nowitzki.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Here's Matthews. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Outside Curry. Looking to get it going. And the layup is up and in. Curry's got his third bucket of the night.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
And stolen by Darren Williams. Here's Matthews. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Curry passes to Green. Curry against Williams. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Clock at 4. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, you know, with the Mavs making the playoffs so consistently, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Cuts both ways. They rarely have draft picks that help take the team to the next level, but they are in the playoffs, which is what every team wants to be part of.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. Mavericks trailed by 3. Now Barea over to the wing. Here's Felton. And McGee kicks to Felton. Rush dishes to Varejao. .105 left in the first quarter of the game. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor. Clark, he cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar. There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
And the second free throw, good. Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Varejao against McGee. Varejao can't hit. For Dallas, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Iguodala's drive. Out left to the wing. Stolen by Anderson. Good close contest so far. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Livingston is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Anderson Varejao. And it's Rush. And it's McAdoo in the power forward position. Here's Livingston. A baseline J. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Felton kicks to Lee. Anderson outside. Looking for McGee. Gets it there. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And it's Varejao penetrating. Good D by Lee. And Barea has it in the corner. Off target from outside.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
In the corner, Iguodala with it. At the top of the key, Livingston. Picked by Varejao. McAdoo inside. He's against Lee. On the clock. Rush. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Rush has got his first basket of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Livingston kicks to Varejao. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead. Barea with it. dishes it to McGee. It's blocked. And they're able to recover. Lee throws it down with the quick putback jam.
That is a booming putback. Step aside, fellas.
They wanted nothing to do with him there.
At least not with the ball in his hands and the rim in his sight.
Picked by Varejao. And it's Iguodala missing.
And last year we saw Coach Rick Carlisle pass the 600-win mark. Former Coach of the Year award winner has had so much success here in Dallas. One of many coaches to play for the 80s Celtics.
Here's Varejao.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Goes up on the high post. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Lee. And with Coach Carlisle, he's had great success, Greg, as you're talking about, down in Dallas. Now in his 8th season, he's never finished under 500 with the Mavericks, only finished under 500 once in his whole career. And Clark, he only missed the playoffs twice as a head coach.
Well, we had him in Indiana, and he's fantastic as a basketball coach, and the Mavericks have made it known that he can hang around and coach as long as he'd like to. That's pretty high praise for Rick Carlisle.
Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. One thing about David Lee, he's a proven scorer and rebounder. Clark, health, though, has been a concern.
It has been very durable early in his career, Kevin, but of late we've seen hamstring issues, back issues, and torn hip flexors, and that's taken a toll on him for sure.
And guys, for David Lee, when healthy, he can absolutely fill it up. I mean, he's a terrific offensive player, can score over both shoulders, a really solid passer, and of course, a volume rebounder.
Now, here's Felton. Right wing. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Varejao. Here's Livingston. And he gets the bucket. Livingston's got his first bucket of the night. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
And David Lee reworking to improve his mid-range jumper going into last season. When he's hitting that shot, guys, he's almost impossible to defend.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in.
And how about Shaun Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Here's McGee. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Guys, it is not that complicated. When a shot goes up, hit and go get. That means hit your man and then go get the ball.
Here's Livingston. Felton with some nice D. He signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7". He's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get it.
Anderson can't get that one to fall. Here is Livingston, guarded by Barea. Now Rush. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Felton. And now Felton running the floor all by himself. Drops in the breakaway layup. Felton's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
The Warriors have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Now here's Parsons. It's Williams with the drive. He used that pick just right. Parsons got his second basket of the night.
Boy, that shot from Chandler Parsons matches his GQ looks. Real nice.
To the wing right side. Barnes passes to Bogut. 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Steph Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Williams. He's got 7. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Feeds to Nowitzki. Just 5 on the clock. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. On the wing, Thompson. Screen by Bogut. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Parsons on the wing. Puts up a 3. Count the bucket. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Bogut with a screen on Matthews. Again, Curry missing.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Again, Curry missing.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Fires the 3. Nowitzki kicks to Parsons. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. And that's now 10 points for Chandler Parsons.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, in Dirk Nowitzki, you start to wonder if he's the best foreign-born player ever. Of course, you have a lot of competition.
Team at the top of that list just because of his presence and impact at both ends of the floor, but Dirk clearly one of the all-time greats in NBA history.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. And Curry, here we go. And Bogut slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And here is Curry. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Bogut. Now the dish to Barnes. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Knocks down the 3 ball. just a 5-point Dallas lead. Kicks it to Matthews. Down low. Parsons against Green. That's good from Nowitzki on the assist from Parsons. Parsons got his 4th assist in this one. Warriors trailed by 7. Outside Curry. The 3. Mavericks with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now Curry. Dirk Nowitzki missing from long range. It's tipped. Matthews with the steal. Here's Parsons. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. And it's Green missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Parsons against Bogut. Just 5 to shoot. Matthews into the lane. The kick out to Williams. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's Curry. Good if it goes. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
That 3 cut the deficit going into halftime. They're not going away.
And so we wrap up the first half. Mavericks lead by 6. And we'll get going after this from the American. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight.
Just absolute domination in this one for Parsons. 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. It's been quite a game for Chandler Parsons.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Williams is out there with Matthews. And it's Pachulia in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Curry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Tipped away. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Barnes can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Williams with the ball, picked up by Thompson. And Matthews gets it to go.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Curry wide open. And another three for Golden State.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
And Green slams it in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
4 on the shot clock. And finished off by Parsons.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Curry against Williams. Curry kicks to Thompson. Pulls up on the wing. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Williams with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. It's Williams with the drive. That's a 2 from Matthews. Here's Pachulia. No good. And Golden State will come the other way. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Green inside. Pachulia covering. Pachulia with the steal. Here's Williams. Lays it in off the breakaway. Williams has got 9. Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. There's the 3. That's good.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
The Mavericks leading. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
To be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. And both free throws good for Williams.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
He feeds it to Nowitzki. Back to Williams. That's to Nowitzki. Barnes grabs the miss.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost plus 15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted. Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Williams dishes to Nowitzki. Shot from 12. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry with it. Williams picks him up. There's the feed to Green. He dishes it to Bogut. And he converts the layup. Bogut's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
Corey, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. As a matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Curry with him. He's got 18. They kick it out to Green. Thompson passes to Green. Dishes to Curry. Shot from the top of the key. The offensive rebound.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Williams with a clean look. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Warriors leading by 3. Now Curry. Pass to Bogut. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pachulia's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Parsons, right side. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And you know, one thing about Deron Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he's averaging almost 6 free throws a game. The last couple seasons, he's been down around 3.
Dallas is getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Barnes. The drive by Green. Barnes can't get it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. James Michael McAdoo comes in for Green. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Timeout called the Warriors. Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent in the number 2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seeds.
Yeah, and you know, the Mavs got bounced out by the Rockets in 5 games in round 1. They were able to avoid the sweep, but losing the first 3 was way too much to overcome.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. And then for Golden State, Varejao comes in for Ezeli. And it's Iguodala in for Klay Thompson. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Barea. Powell kicks to Barea. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And for Dallas in the playoffs, really, it didn't help to have the Rondo drama going on at the time. Even if that hadn't happened, though, you got the feeling that they were overmatched against a red-hot Houston team.
Felton with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. A nice shot by Barea.
Boy, that was a pretty feed from Raymond Felton.
Here is Livingston. 6 points for him. It's Varejao, high post. McGee's there. 5 to shoot. McGee with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Mavericks have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Now here's Barea. He's covered by Iguodala. Felton dishes to McGee. For the lead. And stolen by McAdoo. Iguodala outside. And Varejao kicks to Rush. To the right side. Here's McAdoo. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And the slam dunk by McGee. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Iguodala, the pass to Livingston. Back to Iguodala. Shoots a fader. And that one hits back iron.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Felton kicks to Barea. To the inside. The kick out to Anderson. Felton attacking. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
There's a screen. And here's Barea. Got a piece of it. Now the Warriors moving it up. Livingston is running. And the slam dunk by Iguodala. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now Rush. Varejao up top. And the shot is good. Varejao's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors ahead, up 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Warriors leading. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Rush out there with McAdoo. Then there's Iguodala. And there's Livingston. And it's Varejao in at the center, locking down the middle.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Livingston dishes to McAdoo. There's the triple. Iguodala, no good. Mavericks trailed by 3. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Outside, Felton. He kicks it to McGee. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Varejao. And for JaVale McGee, what was once such a promising career is now, Clark, I think, kind of at the crossroads.
Yeah, you know what? He is capable of being a major rim protector and rebounder, but I think teams are getting a little bit impatient with him because he's just not mature to the point that you would have expected.
On the wing, Iguodala from outside the arc. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. Felton kicks to Anderson. Back to Felton. 5 to shoot. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Iguodala. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now a 6-point Warrior lead. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. Livingston, no luck. Mavericks trailed by 4. Here's Barea. And another basket for Dallas.
You know, I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Over to the left wing. Picked by Varejao. Kicks it out to Iguodala. It's stolen by Barea. To tie it up. And it's denied. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Rush. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
It's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Iguodala outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Varejao.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Felton goes in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And for Raymond Felton, last year was nothing short of a disaster. Missed the first 31 games with an ankle injury sustained in preseason. And he played for a poor team. And things, you know, Greg, being the leader, the ball handler like you were, they just never got much better for Felton as the season went on.
Yeah, the problem when you have that issue early on, the season isn't going to wait for you.
Right.
You know, you're basically in catch-up mode, and so because of that, he never got into any kind of a rhythm when he was available to play. And that's not surprising, given that he averaged less than 10 minutes a game for the season after averaging 33 a game for his entire career.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Barea, the pass to McGee. Outside for Felton. To tie it up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Chandler Parsons comes in for Anderson. Wesley Matthews checked in for J.J. Barea. Darren Williams is subbed in for Raymond Felton. And he gets it to go. 18 points for Klay Thompson.
And, you know, getting back to Raymond Felton, it looked at one point like he would become the league's next great playmaker. Drafted 5th overall in 2005, immediately after Darren Williams and Chris Paul. Felton never quite reached the stratosphere of his fellow draft mates.
And one last thought about Raymond Felton. I really feel like he's at that classic crossroads in one's career. If his conditioning is there, if he's healthy, he still has the skills and the moxie to make a difference. It just comes down to him wanting to make that effort, which gets harder.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Bogut. Bank shot, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Matthews gets it to go. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Barnes against Williams. Matthews left side. Nowitzki dishes to Matthews. It's stolen by Curry. And there's the pass to Barnes. And Curry, here we go. 6 to shoot. Thompson inside the line. No good. Good D by Matthews. It's Matthews on the wing. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 6 assists in the game.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Dallas with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. The kick out to Matthews. Another 3 for Dallas.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
The drive by Green. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Well, for Deron Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome.
It's Curry with the drive. Look from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's 9 points for Draymond Green.
Hey, guys, for Deron Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career. And he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to.
The drive by Thompson.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Feeds it to Nowitzki. To the paint. And stolen by Barnes. For the finish. Rejected by Nowitzki. They get it back. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Dallas leading by 5.
And, you know, talking about Deron Williams, last year wasn't all bad. I mean, nearly 7 assists a game, 3.5 rebounds, a steal. Not the stocking stuffer he used to be, but he still battled and still contributed.
Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. On defense, Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. And he gets it to go. And that's 21 points for Steph Curry.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Williams gets to Parsons. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Warriors trailed by 5. Outside Curry. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He's got 21 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Checked in for Pachulia. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Barea with it. Working on Thompson. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Parsons. And the Warriors with possession here, trailing by 5. It's Curry with the drive. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And both free throws good for Curry.
That was essential that he cashed in on those free throws. They're within 1 possession.
.152 left to play here in the 4th. Williams. There's the bucket. Good. Williams has got 19 points.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Passes to Iguodala. Thompson outside. .127 left in the 4th. A drive by Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. Rejected by Nowitzki.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Checking out the game Wesley Matthews has had. He has 14 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark, they'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against Chicago. Thompson outside. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. To the paint. Out to Thompson. Baseline J on the way. They grab their own miss. Outside Curry. The dish now to Bogut. The drive by Green. Money!
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Golden State.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 6. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Here's Curry with the 3. Warriors the rebound.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Thompson against Williams. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.